Last spring, I went to Portland's Daisy Chain Festival, a weekend of music made by women. And there was a singer who just leaped out, a beacon from the stage. That voice, those words, those faces she made.
Sagging in the bed, ain't covered.
Her name is Nann Alleman, and her band is called Spigot.
The mounds of sheets you've been dragging home from Vince to Paul. Plaster up the hole in the wall that you punched in. Last Waldo pissed you off for defaming Perlowin. Cat keeps grooming where the room's only light is letting in. Takes a licking, takes a licking.
What are you writing about?
Just stuff that I see. You know, of course none of it's about me.
Of course not. No.
I try to hide things, so I know that it's about me, but nobody else does.
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
It's pretty obvious.
I just write about what comes to mind. You know, sometimes I make up words just because I like the sound of them, but...
What words have you made up?
Canonicular.
What's that mean?
It was in my... just... garbly goo, you know. I don't want to get into it.
You don't? It's a deep, dark secret.
Yeah, it's just...
It's a deep, dark secret.
Sorry.
Common yellow throat sings about the big old mess on the gravel. Get the shovel, get the shovel.
Like I used to always try to say, oh, I wish I sounded like Sean Colvin, or I wish I sounded like Bonnie Raitt, or, you know, oh, all the big ones, you know, that everybody goes through. But then you just find you can't make this voice that sounds like Minnie Mouse on helium sound like Joan Armatrading. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. So you just got to go with it. And I've always thought maybe I should start chain smoking so I can get a little bit lower range, but I don't want to shorten my lifespan any.
Takes a licking.
This is a story about Nann Alleman and her band, but it's also the story of every band and the things you have to go through when you're starting out and you're not Britney Spears or several cute guys with nice clothes, expensive haircuts, and management.
Thank you.
I think you anticipated it a little. And
came in too early?
Yeah, and just...
Too late or too early?
A little too early.
When you're Nann Alleman, you don't record in expensive studios. You record in the studio of somebody who is pretty much in the same boat as you are. David Lipkind is putting on some parts for Spigot's new CD due out next month.
And I almost think it would be nice if there was a little low-end flutter in the first part, even if it's not the lick. But just a little,
I got something.
Just a little tweeter of a bird thing.
That's right.
And you don't rehearse in a comfortable rented space. You rehearse at home.
So let's do the solo again and go into the slow thing again.
Hey, whoop it up on that before the waltz change, just so we don't miss it.
Okay.
Cause I'll miss it.
Okay.
And you don't play the schnitz either. You play where you can.
Shotgun wedding with a 69 Charger, reading all the slander on the Metro Man. At the 24-hour Church of Elvis, where you trade your vows out for your quarters.
Not that McMiniman's Grand Lodge in Forest Grove is a bad place to play. It's a lovely venue. But it isn't the kind of place where Nann's intense lyrics are going to be poured over and savored by the crowd.
People either get it or they don't, you know, and you're not going to reach everybody.
Don't trust a gal who says she got you covered. Don't fool yourself while you hang on to your lover.
If you're lucky, you find a regular place to play where you can build an audience, like here at the White Eagle in North Portland.
Don't trust the wink to the brotherhood.
And even if you have that voice and those words, if you haven't quite broken through, you find other means to pay the bills. Nann has her own graphic design business in downtown Portland.
I bake it. I'm not an artist. I just, you know, I do graphic design for people that can't afford the big, high executive, fancy schmancy ad agencies, but I just do this because it pays my bills.
I don't want none of your weed. I don't want none of your barley. Just give me some of your best mill flour to bake a cake for Charlie.
You might think that Nann is one of those folks who moved to Oregon from, say, Kentucky or Clinch Mountain, Virginia. But nope, she was born and raised in southeast Portland.
I always felt like I wanted to create something, but I hated everything that I tried, and then it was like this energy was building up, and then all of a sudden one day I was like, okay, I've got to write something. And I read a book, Writing to the Bones. I don't remember who the writer is, but or Writing Down the Bones, but in that set, the woman said to write about something as a practice for writing, write about something you're afraid of. So I said, okay, I'm going to write about planes because I'm afraid of airplanes.
737 flying high above me.
Yep, I like who I'm playing with, and they're a good group of guys, and we all like each other and haven't killed each other yet. So that counts.